There is nothing patriotic about making working people pay for the problems caused by the people at the top because of their greed and their mistakes. Nothing patriotic about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a different sort of society, a society run in the interests of the majority. Your life's very hard, it's difficult, it's getting worse and worse, or you're doing alright, but life could be better, and you're worried about your kids. That's the majority of people in society. Those are the people we're trying to build support amongst. And we're going to do it. We're going to build that coalition. We'll do it on the basis of hope and optimism and positivity. And I can see there's quite a lot of that in the room today. And if we could bottle that up, we'll be invincible. If we have that hope and that optimism and that positivity. But this is what I'll end with, because I'm proud to support the People's Assembly. I had to look there to remember. No, I didn't. Of course I know. I'm proud to support, someone says, I'm proud to support the People's Assembly from the very beginning. And the whole point of it was, you know what, people who believe in a better world want to take on social injustice. Sometimes we go a bit people's front of Judea. I think you laugh out of bitterness, not out of anything else. But we've overcome that, I think we have. I think we realise there's too much at stake. We have, haven't we? And this thing, because they always want to divide us, low-paid workers against the unemployed, public sector workers against private sector workers, people who've lived here all their lives against immigrants, divide and rule. Don't be angry at the fact you're being robbed, be angry a less deserving neighbour hasn't been robbed quite as much as you. But we're sick of that now, and we want to build unity, because we know that the differences that exist in this room between all of us and the millions out there are smaller than the differences that exist between us and the tax dodgers at the top, the bankers who plunge us to death, the poverty-paying bosses, far smaller. So we'll fight for a society of a genuine living wage, to solve the housing crisis, to have genuinely publicly owned banks to transform our economy, renewable energy jobs to take on the environmental and the jobs crisis, publicly owned utilities like railways that belong to the people of this country, not properties ripping us off. Not the interests of a racket at the top, the mean and the greedy, whose interests have nothing to do with the needs and aspirations of the majority. And that's what the People's Assembly is all about. But this is my final plea. We're going to turn up to gigs like this, and the comedians, well, they're pretty funny. No, they're all very funny. Very, very funny comedians. We're going to go on these marches, and we're going to do all that. But the important thing is that this is just a launch pad. And all of us have to make a commitment, that includes me, all of us have to make a commitment to do everything we can, not just to go on marches and turn up to events like this, to organise in our communities. We've all got to become leaders now, you know? We've got leaders, but we all need to become leaders. And that means organising in our communities to give people hope. So all of us just make a commitment tonight, that we'll go home, probably have a few bevies, and then, have a hangover tomorrow. But after that, after we've done that, we're going to do everything we can to throw ourselves into the local community and build up a movement. To organise those who've given up on voting because they think politics is irrelevant to their everyday lives. The young people who think that they're just being constantly kicked in the teeth, that there's no hope, that politics doesn't matter to them. To people with concerns on housing and jobs and wages and services and their kids, who've been peddled a politics of fear by UKIP, we're going to go and give them a politics of hope now. That's what we're going to do. So we've all got to do that. So please, all of us have to do that now. We've all made this commitment. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I just want to wrap up by remembering that however difficult things get, it was more difficult for those in this country who fought for all our rights and freedoms. Like the people down the road in 1819 who were massacred, working-class Mancunians, to fight for democracy at the massacre of Peterloo, the suffragettes, the trade unionists, those who fought racism and sexism and homophobia, our welfare state, our workers' rights, who stand on the shoulders of giants. Let's have the same courage, the same determination, the same resilience. Let's go out there, let's organise. This is the beginning. Every single one in this room, you're a leader. We've all got a role to play. Have a great time tonight. And let's get out there and give people hope. Thank you.